Good afternoon guys, my name is David and you're watching the Vivala Automotive channel. With Corona times upon us and myself being locked down more than 1200 kilometers away from London, here in Prague, where there's absolutely zero supercars around, I am unable to make any new high quality content regarding supercars. But there's absolutely no need to panic, as I still have a lot of content from the past few months which I have been too lazy to edit up until now. So in this video we're going to teleport back all the way to December of 2019 when I went for a casual spotting session in central London, and it turned out to be one of the best car related days in London of 2019. I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say that I've seen 2 Chirons, Porsche 918, Porsche Carrera GT, Veyron, loads of pistas and some other stuff. So just keep on watching until the end. Sadly enough, my video editing skills were not as great back then as they are perhaps now, and so I had to cut out all the parts where I was talking directly to the camera, as the microphone levels were completely off. But that's enough talking for now, let's start the video.
Supercar Sessions is basically me going through these posh areas of London, trying to locate and photograph some of the rarest, coolest and most expensive cars out on the streets. All cars are given points based on their price, exclusivity, as well as my own perspective. 1 point is for all the basic supercars, 3 for less basic ones, 5 for hypercars, and 10 for the rarest of the rare. I started the spotting session in front of Park Tower Hotel Knightsbridge, where there was this incredibly spec'd black and white Chiron belonging to Yazid al-Rajhi. Funnily enough, I have seen this exact car back in 2017, when it was parked up by the Mediterranean Sea in Cannes. The Bugatti Chiron has an 8-liter turbocharged W16 engine, producing incredible 1479 horsepower. Its starting price is astronomical $2.3 million, and overall only 500 units of the Chiron will be produced. Next to the Bugatti was this unmissable Mount Everest of all vehicles, the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. This vehicle is even rarer than the already rare Chiron, as only around 100 of these monsters were ever produced, and examples are for sale online for a budget price of $700,000. The parking lot in front of Berkeley was also pretty packed, with a white GT2 RS, Lamborghini Urus, and the Lamborghini Aventador 50th anniversary. Out of these 3 cars, I am for sure the biggest fan of the GT2 RS, but the example here, finished in plain white, just seemed a bit too boring. But what would you pick? Vote above. Continuing in the theme of supercar-filled parking lots, 23 Park Lane did not disappoint. There was this gorgeous black Chiron with chrome trim and orange interior, a 488 Pista, Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, and a 430 Scuderia. It's crazy to think that there were 2 Chirons parked up in London simultaneously in December. The 488 Pista was somewhat matching the Scuderia, but I must say that I'm not really a fan of either of these specs, as I don't really like the combination of gold and yellow and matte finish of the paintwork. Continuing on, I have walked through Mount Street, which was completely supercar free, but at least a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky above. In the Ferrari showroom at Berkeley Square was this unique, tailor-made Ferrari Portofino, inspired by the F40 GT race car from the 80s. This car has got pretty much all the options ticked, with a special interior color, crazy rare white wheels, and more. But my favorite option are the $11,000 Ferrari painted shields on each side of the car, which take up 80 man-hours to complete. The Portofino is Ferrari's cheapest car, with a base price of around $210,000. But a car as unique as this one can easily cost as much as $350,000. There was also a highly spec'd Ferrari 458 Speciale with burgundy interior in the showroom, but it looked quite tame in comparison with the Portofino. From there, I have gone to New Bond Street, where the showroom of Bonhams Auctions is located. Bonhams Motoring were having an automotive auction the next day, and so all cars that were part of it were up on display. This included these 2 black and white beauties, the Ford GT and Ferrari 458 Speciale. This was only the second Ford GT I've ever seen, but I didn't really have time to appreciate it as it started pouring with rain just minutes after I arrived. Inside the building were over 30 cars from all eras, among which was the Ferrari Testarossa, Aston Martin DB5, Alfa Romeo 8C, or Porsche 911 Carrera RS. I didn't quite have enough time to go through all the cars, but there was, for example, this Ferrari F12 TDF, which used to belong to the frontman of the jazz band Jamiroquai, JK. This guy was also the owner of my all-time favorite LaFerrari, finished in Porsche's Viper Green. Then there was this basic spec non-Weissach Porsche 918. While shooting the interior, I accidentally triggered the alarm of this car, and it was beyond horrendous. I was standing by the car with all the people in the room staring at me, and the alarm didn't stop for a full minute and a half. Lastly, there was this Ferrari 550 GTZ Barchetta, finished by Zagato, one of only 3 cars ever produced, which sold for a relative bargain of £575,000. And this Bugatti Veyron, that was the first Veyron to be delivered in the UK back in 2006. I spent quite a while admiring, filming and photographing all the cars at the auction, but at around 8 PM I called it a day and went back home.
And that's everything for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't hesitate to give the video a thumbs up or subscribe to my YouTube channel for more automotive content every week. In the comments below, let me know which one of the supercars featured in today's video was your favorite. And as always, see you next time.